Wha Gwann, everybody. Today we're in Clarendon and my cousins linked me and said, yo, you have to check this place out. I said, what's good? Them say everything. The curry goat, the jerk chicken, the rabbit that they jerk. They say all sorts of things going on in there. I'm about to check it out. This is Murray's. There's heat, there's smoke, there's all sorts of flavor going on. The aroma is ridiculous. They have a whole pile load of chicken on one grill, and beside it, you know you can't mix it together. They have the jerk pork on the next one, and the seasoning is just caked on, soaked onto it, and just smothered all over it. Can't wait to taste that. It looks like it's supremely seasoned. And then look at that, behind me is the jerk chicken. The heat is just coming out, the smoke, the smell of everything. The air is just filled with that Jamaican flavor, that Jamaican smell. Jerk chicken, jerk pork. Can't wait to try this. It's just loading coal, fresh coal that's been burning. I'm putting it under the grill now to light up that grill with the jerk pork. The heat in here is so intense. People always say, I don't work, I work, I jerk chicken, I jerk. But foolishness, I almost said something wrong. When you're in the kitchen of jerking and putting down this type of flavor, these types of food in this heat, it's just immense heat. You have to really big up the man who up on the grill. Big up the man who put out the flavor and put in the real working of the food, because you have the jerk chicken, which is 2 grills going on, and then you have the jerk pork. I'm here, so I have rabbit. You know, I have rabbit too? Rabbit is right here, and yes, rabbit is actually being put down, so they wrap it back up so you know that it stays tender, stays moist, and have that juicy flavor in there. So it's not put on the grill to stay out and dry out. It's wrapped up so it basically steamed down.
On its way. Get in there.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Look at it.
You're gonna see the golden brown.
Yeah, man.
Like Mr. Murray, that's it. Golden brown.
The golden brown. Now brown it up. The sizzle.
The perfection.
You can smell the seasoning coming up, and you can see how the seasoning soak. This I don't know season and put on fire. This is season and put down.
Marinate.
Yeah, man. Season and soak. Season and marinate. So it's really 2 loaded grills of chicken, and basically just flipping them, making them golden brown with that perfect complexion, that perfect smell, the sizzle, and the fire that's going on here is just amazing. You can smell the jerk seasoning and the fresh herbs just lift from it. Really, really exhilarating.
Very juicy and spicy.
Spicy in it and everything.
Everything.
So you don't, me hear say the pepper sauce really good too, you know.
Every season for it.
As I'm saying, it's soaked to the bone. And so your seasoning is soaked right through. You taste every part of the seasoning that touches onto the chicken.
Right through, right
and seasoned right through. Look how the seasoning is caked onto it. Get the color now.
Yeah, man.
So on one side they have the jerk going on, and in a complete separate section you have the curry goat and oxtail, fish steam, fish fry. Total different 2 sections, jerk section, food section, and drinks in the food section as well. So you come up, you order, and you get what you want either at the jerk section or at the food section. Some roti or something so. Roti. Hand rolling the roti. I just cook on that then.
Yeah, bake.
Bake right there. And festival just swimming in a tub of oil. So in a separate section, they're just putting out that roti, they have it and just panning it. So basically flipping it from one hand to the other, putting it on a thin, almost cast iron like pan, and then putting it on, she says, to bake. Lightly greased with oil, and then just flips it after, so it just gets nice and fluffy. There's a huge bowl of festival that's been fried in that tub of oil, and that tub looks absolutely amazing. The smells coming out of here. You have the festival, you have the roti going on, and she's just doing her thing doing the roti. Proper place them give a knife and fork to eat with jerk chicken. Unless it's your knife and fork, I take Adam. So we have the jerk chicken, we have jerk pork, and we have jerk rabbit. The rabbit looks just like rabbit. It's white meat, but it doesn't look dry. It looks... There's some of the rabbit right there. And I have a rabbit bone right there. Had that before, and I hear the pepper sauce here is really, really scrumptious. So we have to add some pepper. It comes plated with some Scotch bonnet pepper and some scallion on it. And then the jerk chicken, as you saw, just a constant flip of the heat, the smoke, the seasoning that's been soaked and just smothered all over it. They said that it's been marinating for quite some time. They didn't give me the exact time, but the smell that came out of there was absolutely amazing. It just excited the senses and gave you that real smoke smell of good jerk chicken hitting the seasoning, hitting the fire, and just bringing up all those flavors. Exciting and really, really looking good. So yeah, man, the seasoning soak. The seasoning soak. Get piece of bone, and even the bone marrow, almost like it has the flavor of the seasoning in there. The seasoning smoke. This is literally soaked to the bone, soaked right down through, marinated throughout that skin, throughout the levels of meat itself in there, and right down to the bone. I get in seasoning, and you're getting that smoky flavor, that hint of smoke that just brings up the Jamaican jerk, which you needed. Then you have the crust, which has to be part of jerk. If you don't have the crust on it, then you're not saying anything for me, because you know the bark. Sometimes the bark is bigger than the bite, but bite can never be bigger than the bark, because you need the bark whenever you're doing jerk. This process calls for bark, so you have to slow cook it so that you don't burn it, but you don't bring it out so it's too dry. Great flavors, not too peppery. So This is one where you add your heat. Jerk chicken.
Wha Gwann, everybody. So today we're here with one DJ Zaki, you see me? So this is a Scotch bonnet sauce, specially made at Murray's, you get what I'm saying? One of the hottest Scotch bonnet sauce that I've ever had, but it's just flavorful all around.
Take my word.
Ready for it now.
Zaki, how them find you if they want to book you?
You can find me at DJ Zaki, Z-A-C-K-Y, with an underscore on Instagram, and you can just book me there, and all my details will be in my Instagram bio.
Think about the food, Zaki.
It's just the blend of the seasonings, and it's just the meat, the texture is just wonderful and not dry at all. One of the best jerk chicken I've ever had in Jamaica, if not the best.
So here we have this jerk sauce that Zach said that is just flavorful and one of the best jerk sauce. Not jerk sauce, pepper sauce that he's had. So you're going to smother, you see pepper running out of the family. So after we smothered, just poured that jerk sauce onto it and try it and check the flavor, not the jerk sauce, the pepper sauce onto it. According to Zach, he said it's one of the best pepper sauce and he's the reason why we're out here. So the pepper sauce bad. It have a whole heap of flavor. Minimal to medium level heat, but then it slowly starts to build up, starts to chug, and you're getting that flavor soaked into it. It's a vinaigrette-based pepper sauce, so it's slightly put a little vinegar in there, and it still enhances the flavor of the chicken. Quite nice, and quite a good mixture and blend of this seasoning and the pepper sauce. The seasoning and the pepper sauce goes well together. Actually, I quite enjoy that. So this is a yellow pepper sauce. Sealer. Nice bark, nice blend. Nice bite when you bite into it. The seasoning, how it's soaked and just wrapped around it. It's like a Christmas present that unwraps with flavor. That's exactly what this pork is like. When you taste it, the entire mass of meat is just encased with that bark, and the bark is from the seasoning, from those peppers, the jerk seasoning that has just been smothered all around it. That's exactly what you're getting. And you're getting nice heat off of it. Didn't add any pepper to this yet, but it still has really good pepper and not too spicy, just perfect for that jerk flavor. And you get a little hint of pimento as well. This is what I came here for, jerk rabbit. The white meat of the rabbit. And you can see that there's even seasoning still on some of the spots of it, so well seasoned as well. I don't know why people say this, it tastes like chicken. It's just like a chicken breast right here. Not gamey at all. The seasoning is definitely soaked right through and almost to the bone as well. Literally seasoned to the bone as well is the jerk rabbit. Just right a spice, just right a heat. That jerk sauce on the three things that we had goes spectacularly well. The flavor of it, the mixture that they get into it of the fresh ingredients, it really rubs well onto the chicken, onto the pork, onto the rabbit, and brings out some heat, brings out some flavor, brings out the taste of Jamaica. This pepper sauce really hits the spot. Zach wasn't telling no lie. The pepper sauce, but wow. Little sweet, little heat. The vinegar adds a different layer, but brings out just that little hummingbird of pepper. Yup. Just have to go make everything soak or everything. That's how good this pepper sauce is. Just rain it, and you know when you have to wring it out, you do that and you have to set and wring it out. Make sure it's like a clothes here hang up, wring it out and make sure everything get a touch of that pepper sauce. These are the famous Morris curry and bake, fried bake. Throughout Jamaica, there are different places that are not just known for curry, but you expect good curry. Savlamar, Westmoreland, little pockets of places, Clarendon. And here where we are at Murray's, I hear the curry is fantastic. So we're going to dive into the curry now and just hope that it looks so rich, so yummy, so textured. The colors are just vibrant. And then the pepper that I have on it, I'm still hauling up my nose from the pepper sauce off of the jerk chicken and the jerk pork. But also the Scotch bonnet pepper that comes is full of flavor, full of heat. The meat seems tender, it seems real curry goat. It seems like local goat, it don't seem like no Nubian ram or nothing that you put bring in. And then you serve it with bake. Bake is something that you'd find usually in a Trinidadian style. It's similar to a roti, however it's fried down and fluffs up. In Trinidad they have shark and bake where they cook the shark and put it into the bake, and that creates just a pocket of food of flavor that is totally scrumptious. You get a nice mixture, mix up that pepper in there. So even if it came with heat before, we're going to add more heat on it. And those pockets of the bake, this is the bake, and it's crunchy on the outside and fluffy on the inside. It's like a bread made of flour. And then when we put it, this is what we use to soak up the curry and make sure that we don't leave anything on the plate. Anything that is there with sauce or anything like that has to be just put in here and made into a pocket. So this is the first bite of the curry after you mix up the pepper and add it down. The sauce is nice and rich. It have that real curry flavor, like it's rich. Yeah man, the goat is tender. The meat is still, oh, that Scotch bonnet flavor coming up to me. You can't have curry without having some heat. And I get even piece of the Scotch bonnet seed on this piece a while ago. Yeah man, not getting the rinking rammy taste, but it still has a very good flavor. Thick sauce, thick curry sauce, nice heat. And then a piece of the bake. Wow. That's a different thing. When you put the texture of the goat, the taste of the curry into this bake, you can see why bake is such a thing with Trinidadians. Oh, I'm surprised it don't catch on more here. Wow. Let's try one thing. Let's stick that in there and pile it on. Pile on the meat. Pile on a little pepper. All of that. Little more pepper. I must eat it without pressing play. That's all. The curry is almost chocolatey, but the heat off of the pepper, the crunchiness of the bake, and that sauce, the thickness of it, consistency is really nice when you get that thick curry sauce with that flavor of the goat in there, and the heat of the Scotch bonnet pepper. The heat of the Scotch bonnet pepper, the sauce of the curry and the goat itself, when combined with that bake, just brings out something totally different, something totally satisfying. I mean, when you look into the bake and it opens up like this, I can't wait to open it up and just add some of that in there, even if it's just the sauce. You add that Scotch bonnet pepper onto it, man, and just top it off. That is how you really, oh. I call that double heat curry. I can tell you this, that, and everything. Cheers. All right, one say it's okay, one say it's not great, one say it's good.
The place, just come to Jamaica, right? Try the jerk rabbit. Jerk rabbit good.
Jerk rabbit good. All right, thank you. So thank you to everybody here at Murray's. This was a great experience coming out here in Clarendon to try some of their jerk chicken, the jerk pork, the jerk rabbit, and some of that curry as well with that bake. It's a great drive out to just come stop on the side of the road. Thank you to the staff. They were amazing. They were so inviting, so hospitable. And thank you to the family as well that owns this establishment. Thank you to DJ Zacky, my cousin Zach. And I'll put a link in the description where you can find him, where you can book him. He's located in Kingston, but he'll travel throughout Jamaica. Great food, great vibes. Looking forward to having some more good experiences. But until next time, stay safe, big up, one love. Bill never that bad then, the bill was not bad at all. It's not a place where you come and you go broke your pocket and I go back home and can't pay toll for go back. So at least me have a little get back still left. Never have to dip in at the get backs.